Welcome to another episode of Flying Sparks Garage. We got some killer tires in for our new Bronco because she needed tires really bad, and we got some aftermarket wheels I'm stoked about. We also do a couple of really easy and nice mods for the new Bronco, and we also really fail on an appearance mod that we were really excited about. This is a big, fat, in capital letters fail. So off we go on this adventure. We need Dreamsicle, the C10, the kids' truck, to take wheels and tires to the tire shop, and she's dirty, so we gotta fix that. And thankfully my sister Abby is available to go run around with me, so let's go. All right, we've got Fiona's wheels and tires all loaded up in Dream. She's gonna be stock no longer, and I'm so excited about it. I mean, she's already performance-wise not stock, but visually she's too dang stock. Let's go. All right, I just made a plan with the guys at the tire shop because when we were unloading the wheels and tires, he was like, are we gonna be doing tire pressure sensors in these? And I was like, dang, yeah, we do want to do that. Keep the factory junk. And I laughed with him. I was like, I'm not used to this new fancy stuff. I'm used to old stuff that doesn't have tire pressure sensors. So Abby has to get back to the house. So I'm gonna drop her off and then jump in Fiona and go back to the tire shop so that they can swap over the sensors and all that fancy stuff. All right, just dropped Abby off, and I'm gonna be taking Dream back up to the tire shop because we need the bed of this truck to load up Fiona's stock wheels and tires after they are permanently removed. For these beautiful beefy tires, we went with the General Grabber X3 and a 35 by 1250 for a 17-inch wheel. And for the wheels, we went with the Fuel Piston, and they are in a 17 by 9. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. That's so exciting. Yes. Ooh. It is safe to say I am obsessed with these wheels and tires. They look so good, and we took 35s off. They are 35s, but they sit up about an inch taller. The beef on the tread looks so nice. I mean, it just totally changes the presence of the Bronco, and I'm so pumped. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Flying Sparks Garage, and we are about to move these two cars off of the four-post bay out of the four-post bay so that we can get Fiona the Bronco in here for some more action. She looks so good with these wheels and tires.
Beefy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They just totally change her vibe, and I'm so about it.
My understanding is the factory tire is a 35 on a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
These look bigger.
They absolutely do.
I don't know if it's just because they aren't worn out.
Well, we held them up. Like, we rolled the factory tire up to these, and these were about an inch taller. And yeah, I mean, the ones that we had on there were definitely worn out, so they were missing tread, and these are clearly like not. But this is a beefier tread, so I almost feel like the beefier
these,
tread makes them bigger.
Yeah, and these tires, if you haven't ran them, we've had them on, let's see, Betty Boop. We had them on our Z71 that was on 35s. And we have ran them for like a lot of miles. I think the Z71 had like 35,000 miles on those tires. They never made noise. They're just a great tire.
And they still look new when we sold it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they're just
awesome.
fantastic.
We're so excited about them. And these wheels, we really wanted to get similar wheels to Betty Boop's, but those are discontinued. And these are the fuel piston, and they just look so freaking good. They're just the right amount of like sexiness without being too flashy. And they look off-roady.
Yeah, we looked at going with the 18-inch rim just to get rid of some of the sidewall. But we didn't want to go too much, up to like a 20-inch rim. We're not in the bro-dozing world and we're not mall crawlers. So the problem was, with an 18-inch wheel, you're limited on tire size. Like we wouldn't be able to jump up to a 37. And also, finding an 18-inch wheel is much harder. Sometimes you even have to have them custom built. You know, if you want a specific wheel, like we were pretty set on this wheel. So we went 17s. I'm happy with it. As you saw in a couple episodes back, we actually off-road this thing. So having lots of sidewall, we can air it down and use this thing like it's supposed to be used.
I'm getting ready to open a box of new floor mats. We got these from 3W Liners, and we have the OEM ones in the Bronco, but we want to put those on the shelf because we're going to have this thing forever, and we want to retain some of the OEM parts. So we got these, and we've heard great things about them, so I'm excited to open them up and check them out. Let's do it. This is the one that goes in the back. Heck yeah. Dude, that's awesome. It's got the Bronco across it. We have that Tuffy box in the back of the truck so that we can put stuff in that big lockable storage bin, since, you know, being places and having a soft top and even having the top off, you have to have some place to put your valuables. And so we have that Tuffy box. So this is gonna be really cool on top of it. Right now we just have a piece of carpet. This is awesome. All right, let's open these up. Back seat, awesome. Love the tread. That's so cool. Driver and passenger. I like how these have the Velcro on them to stick to the carpet.
The carpet of the back seat, which would be really nice because we lay those seats down all the time and throw junk in there.
It's not, yeah, that's nifty. And that'll make the back storage area like all plastic, which is nice.
We throw oily parts in there now.
In reading on the details of these floor mats compared to the OEM ones, they say that because they're injection molded, they're a thicker plastic and more durable and hold their shape for longer. And I have noticed that our OEM mats have just kind of gotten warped and aren't fitting great. They just don't fit to the door jamb quite as well as I would like. New one going in. Even like this one's hard to fold this way, it's so stiff. Cool. Nice, oh man. Yeah, that is good fitment.
Oh, it's way better.
Yeah. Look how it even has this little notch for the edge of the plastic. That's cool. Wow. Yeah, there's some grass getting in through there.
Mucho better.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's great. Satisfying click. Ooh. Let's go get the back done. We pretty much keep camping stuff in the back of the Bronco. I had just taken the kid fishing and camping for her birthday because we're always down for an adventure. I'm excited to see that Bronco mat back here. All right, the fitment will be interesting since it's not fitting in a factory location. So we'll see how this lays out on this. It's pretty dang good. Scooch it back to the edge, tuck it under. Yeah, because these latches that we have, we could cut holes for them because it has these, so then you can cut them out because that's where the factory location ones were. So we could cut those out and it would lay flush. I like it. Oh, they stick so good. So if you do child seats, you can cut these out, have that mounting point. This Velcro means business. That's pretty cool. Let's scoot this one over just a bit. How's it look back there?
It was great.
All right, all the camping stuff's back in. Shutting the tailgate. Looks good. I like it. We've absolutely been putting this job off. We ordered these stickers like 6 months ago, probably.
Yeah, before we did the Corvette wrap.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. We have an awesome hockey stripe sticker for this truck, and we love that look. It looks so vintage. It really, like, you see a few of them, but to me, it sets it apart. And I love doing little things like that that are just kind of, if you know, like, that's a cool touch. And I'm really excited to see it on there, but I'm not exactly excited to install it.
If you don't know our history, we can pretty much get through anything. We've been through the mud, and we're positive, and we just love each other. 2 days before our wedding, we tried to put a decal on the back of the GTO that said, "We're honeymooning power tour." Wind was blowing. The marriage almost ended there. Like, we almost canceled it because we were so perfectionist and just like both so agitated. So we are going to put the camera up. You can watch us work. We're going to mute the mics, and let's get this done.
Mute the mics. Pray for us. I'm going over this paint with some glass cleaner just to be sure that our paint is clean and we have a surface that's ready for a sticker. There's probably like all these instructions for surface prep.
Yeah.
That we should be doing. Put a little hat on to keep my hairs out of my face. First piece. Ooh. I've just played with taping where it's all going to go. These definitely have a very apparent curve right here at the top, which we believe to go right on that body line, because you wouldn't want that curve to go in a straight part of the body. So in other words, it's not going to go down here. It's going to go up around here. So that depicts where the rest of this line goes. Got it ending right there after the fuel door. You like it, Aaron?
Yeah.
I think I like it too, like a whole bunch. All right. We're gonna start with the hood.
I'm gonna pull your little graphic down the side a little bit. We probably need to make sure we have the same amount hanging off on each side.
We need to measure. Well, the hanging off, that's just gonna go underneath the hood, right?
Yeah, but I think it matters if it's centered, like if this swoop is centered.
Okay. You're measuring from...
It's probably easier if I look at how you're measuring and then adapt to it.
Now I've got 2 inches.
I'm going from right here.
To the edge of this?
Mm-hmm. It's 2 inches for me.
And you're measuring from the edge of the graphic?
Yeah.
Or the paper?
No, edge of the graphic, I'm at 1 3/4
inches. You need to come my way a little bit. I've got 1 1/4 inches.
You pull way back this way. About 1.5 inches there. That should be about centered. As far as where you want it on the hood, I think that's just up to you.
I think I like hugging the cowling a little bit more. Maybe like right there. I'm so nervous.
I know.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
Do we want any references, or do we just want to, like, because when we take this back off, it'll be stuck to this paper still.
Right.
So we can just pull it, both eyeball.
If we pull this end off and we get this end started and we're pulling the heavy paper up underneath as we lay it, would that be a good strategy?
Yeah, and I can just hold this end up. I think it's going to do that thing where it sticks in the middle if I don't hold it up. If I hold it up, you can like squeegee it and just make sure you're close.
Lord help us.
This sticker was $45.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty good for a Avery Dennison.
Yeah, I think that's what it costs. So if we mess it up, no major deal.
Try not to overthink it. I'm just like,
Yeah.
so this is what I was thinking.
Yep.
Be pulling it like this
Yep,
once I get it set.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's at 1.5 inches right there. I'm just gonna like start this edge.
Mm-hmm. And then I should be able to pull up and you pull the paper out. I thought you were going to take all the paper off and then I was going to lay it to where it was straight.
Ooh, that seems a little bit scary because it's like it could lay down and stick. I guess I was going to kind of go slowly as we stuck it. But
because it's an angled thing, it could make it kick way out that way or way out this way depending on where you stick it.
Okay. We can do whatever you think.
I don't know what to think.
Pull it all out.
I don't know.
It makes my tummy go. Okay, I'll pull it all out. There you go. So I need to stick it gradually because of a cowl, because it'll take up extra sticker real estate as I go down with it. So I'm kind of holding it off the middle. So I think maybe hold it up, and then I'll stick it until we get to the cowling. You think that's good?
Yeah, I don't like how the sticker's twisting right now.
It is funny how it's like U-shaped. I do think one of those fat squeegees would have been good to have in my hand. I just need to stick it and stop thinking about it.
You can work the bubbles and stuff out. Well, we got all our tricks, the heat gun, and
Being too particular right now, aren't I?
my arms are getting tired. Yeah, I don't care about bubbles.
I know, but okay.
They'll probably go away once you get this backing paper off of it.
Okay, so just
Yeah, I mean, try to line it up the best you can visually. I don't really know what to do with it. Like that side looks decent.
I don't know, it just looks really close here, and then that big ripple, it's going to want to be much closer over there.
Can we try to pull it back up? I'm wondering if we both can just look down this hood and lay it down.
Okay, pull it all the way up.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, fuck. My pinstripe came up.
Make this front line up as much as possible. So look about where you want it.
This is when we could have done like the spray it with the stuff underneath and
Yeah,
get it positioned and then squeegee the junk out.
yeah. I mean, I think it looks pretty good right there.
Okay, do the things.
Yeah.
You have quite a few bubbles.
Yeah.
Shall we peel it off and just see what we got?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I mean, it's just bubble city for me.
As you peel it up, it's like
Yeah, it's like creating more bubbles.
possibly one of those set it out in the hot sun thing, but at the same time, you really want it to be like smooth when you peel the paper off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this doesn't look good.
What's the main problem?
There's gobs of bubbles. Problem is, like when I pull the paper off, it creates the bubbles. It pulls the vinyl up. So yeah, it just creates more bubbles. It's not like the wrap, the vinyl wrap that, like the air pockets would eventually work out.
It literally looks wet.
Yeah.
It has so many bubbles. And if we put a heat gun on it, I wonder if that would, like...
Yeah, I mean, that's the next question.
I'm just doing this because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do either.
Pulling up on it have better results? No.
It looks freaking cool, except for the bubbles.
I guess grab that heat gun. Yeah, this is just like not gonna work. What the heck? Yeah, this is a fail. This is a big, fat, in capital letters fail. You guys can tell us down in the comment section what we did wrong. I know our surface prep was lacking. We could have put alcohol down, could have clay barred it to get any potential wax or anything off of the hood. But dang, this just did not do right. And like I know the wet method, you squeegee it with the paper on. It's not like we mashed the paper too hard onto the sticker and then pulling it off. It wanted to pull the sticker off with it. I do not know what we did wrong here. How sad. I mean, look at that. What the heck? All right, Fiona, not gonna have a sticker at this point. Well, that was rather frustrating, and we expected to have like frustration and then good results, but that's not always how it works. So What we're thinking that we're going to do is
Let us know your favorite marriage counselor. Not really.
Our marriage is fine
Yeah.
through that. It's just the dang sticker sucked. So when maybe the sticker didn't suck because it could have been us that sucked. But in the comment section, you guys can give us lots of advice there. But what we're thinking we'll do is tomorrow we leave for SEMA. And I really wanted to wrap this episode before, but let's wait until after SEMA and we're gonna learn some more stuff. When we see you guys next, we'll be back here after SEMA and ready for more action. We're back from SEMA. The kid and I, Aaron's behind the camera, the kid and I are getting ready to install these cool little stabilizers for the tie rod ends on the steering. They're known for braking on these Broncos because they're like yay big. They're pretty small. And these are pretty nifty little units to bolt around there to create some strength. So we're gonna toss these on. Let's go. Before you start putting bolts in, gotta put a little bit of thread locker on them.
Mm-hmm.
We're ooching the boot. Ooching is a very technical term, of course. Up a little bit because we can't seem to get a good grip on this because we really need to have gloves on. Both of us do.
Eye protection.
Oh yeah, eye protection. Let me just stop right here. While I was getting my eye protection and gloves on, Aaron came in here like a hero and moved my boot for me. Because he's sweet like that. Well, I guess this was really technically the kid's side. I've just squeezed it on there. It's not really on there.
Okay.
It's time for me to do my thread locker now. Yours looks beautiful.
Thank you.
She has all of her bolts in already over there.
I have 5 more left.
I know that I can look at demographics on our channel, but as far as like folks that are watching and commenting, how old are you? Do you have kids, grandkids? Tell us the scoop. You have the next generation of gearheads in your life? Like we do?
Yeah.
Aaron and I are, well, Aaron just turned 40 this year and I'm 37, I think, or 38, something like that. 37. These sonic Allen wrenches, they have this little end on them that you can rotate. I can be like at almost like complete angle and still be
Wait,
tightened.
I'm missing one.
What?
Oh, it's right here.
It's in the hand.
No, I'm missing another one.
Oh.
I was missing 2.
She's very dramatic. She's a teenager now, you know.
No.
I'm tightening these down evenly, so I'm sure to get a good, even clampage. Makes sense in my mind. All right, I just checked the tightness on the kids' side and they were good. My side is good. It looks really nice up in there. Now we're ready to go do some more fun wheeling. Because we drive this Bronco so dang much, it's time for us to do another oil change on it. This time, we will not be ruining a camera because we got a nifty little oil plug, drain plug, and I know what it's gonna do this time. When you just turn it a little bit, things are gonna happen. So, yeah, let's pull these bolts down. I have it like pushed in there where it can't come out. I'm gonna let it be
That's
like this.
cool. That looks like that one pasta.
It does look like pasta. Really. I'm feeling early feelings of pride that I haven't made a mess, which is a dangerous feeling to have. I feel like I have a drop of oil dripping down my forehead right now.
You do.
Can you get me a shop towel, please, kid? There's
Yes.
one over on the Viper cart. Okay, Aaron has our fancy little unit here.
So this is the way it works. It goes in, locks, it's got this spring to hold it. And then in the future, what we'll do is unscrew this cap. And the oil's still not going to come out. You take this one, preferably you have a hose hooked to it, to a bucket, spin it in, and if you'll watch down here, that valve begins to open the further in you spin it. So it's a very controlled, slow release of the oil.
So nice. After we did an oil change where I shot oil out everywhere, all over myself and all over Aaron and the camera. Someone sent me a link to this and said, this is what you need.
It's a pretty quality item. Very nice. We also got those tie rod enforcement thingamajiggers. They came on Amazon too. Yep. So it's time to throw this up in there. Put a new filter in, some new oil. That truck's ready for another 5,000 miles.
I'm going to use a little bit of this oil coming out to oil my O-ring. Yep, there it went.
Now attempt to unscrew your cap and see if it tries to unscrew the whole thing. Okay, good.
Nope. It's
That's
solid.
what that spring is for, is to hold it in there.
Yeah, it's solid in there.
Cool.
Heck yeah. Looks good too. So before we lower the Bronco down, this is something that we are not super impressed with on this truck. The undercoating is really thin. We noticed both of these crossmember arms, I don't know how we call it, a crossmember arm, have rust on them. And we did take a beach trip pretty recently, so that's likely where the rust is coming from, and it's just surface rust. But I'm gonna sand this down and add some rust treatment to these before we lower the truck down. I think I want a heavier grit because it's kind of bringing up edges. Yeah. Okay, I've got my surfaces sanded pretty well. Now I'm going to do some wax and grease remover just to kind of get a little bit of that excess rust dust off. I also sanded the back side of these too. And that's what we're going to spray it down with. We were just talking about if you live up north, of course, this is like such a good wintertime vehicle. But dang, you guys are going to have some hella rust problems with the undercarriage, I would imagine. Because we're here in Texas and we usually don't see rust on stuff. Oh, thank you. How do you like it?
Good to me.
Doesn't even look like it's moving.
Isn't that crazy?
Looks like it's frozen.
This box has 2 oil changes in it. It looks beautiful to me, kid. What about you?
Mm-hmm.
Perfection. All right, Fiona, time for more adventures.
Good for 5,000 miles. We change our oil at 5,000 miles on this. Typically the manufacturer wants you to go a little bit further, but we like to do it at 5,000. So.
ready to get out, bud? You ready? We decided to come down by the lake and have some lunch. Get these tires off of the pavement a little bit. Well, that is going to be a wrap for this episode. We made the Bronco just a little bit better, and that is what we aim to do with all of our projects. They're never actually done. They just keep getting better and better, just like us individuals, right?
That's right.
I mean, makes sense to me. We love and appreciate each and every one of you for watching and commenting your thoughts, and be sure to wow. And be sure to subscribe as well. It makes a huge difference in our world, and we appreciate y'all. So we will see you on the next upload.